Two new shades of the Huda Beauty Easy Bake Setting Powder Duo just arrived, Pink Pumpkin and Cherry Peach. We're going to be trying them today and let's see if they're really worth the hype. Let's start today's video. Before we start, I always correct my under eyes and hyperpigmentation. I'm using the Huda Beauty Faux Filter Corrector in Peach. This neutralizes darkness and helps any powder perform so much better. I'm going to be blending that out with the Huda Beauty Under Eye Buff Brush. This brush really presses the product in without moving the base, and it's such a good tool. The coverage is beautiful. It has really brightened up the face and the under eyes without looking heavy or cakey. I'm just blending the rest, and honestly, my under eyes are completely neutralized. It really depends on how dark your under eyes are. If they are even more darker than mine, you need to go in with the shade Mango. But if your under eyes are like mine, Peach is a beautiful shade. Just look at this. Isn't it great? Next up, the Faux Filter Concealer in Granola 4.5. I haven't used this in a while because I used up all the products that I had. And this shade, it's actually a perfect match. I'm actually using the mini concealer that Huda had sent me. It's such a cute addition to my new travel bag. You can see that it's blending effortlessly. It's giving a good coverage, which is natural to matte, but still very skin-like. The good thing with the concealer is that it works on combination dry, normal and oily skin types. It starts off with a medium coverage, but you can build it up to full. Think of it as a luminous matte skin-like finish that lasts all day. I'm just softening it with my fingertips so that it melts in seamlessly. Just a quick tip, if you have got dark circles, you should apply your corrector first, and for this concealer, you can then go in with a lighter shade to your natural skin tone and apply this underneath the eye. But for blemishes, you can lightly dot the shade which is closest to your natural skin tone. And for redness, you can lightly dot the shade closest to your natural skin tone directly to any red or discolored areas. Not bad at all. To test the powders properly, we need to go into the next step. So for foundation, I'm using the Huda Beauty Easy Blur Foundation in 350G. Remember, this is my winter shade. I am not in summer right now, but we're heading there. But as you know, in summer my shade is 400G Macchiato. Now I'm going to be using the Huda Beauty Face Base Brush and I'm going to be blending the foundation with it. It's a beautiful dense brush, so you get medium to full coverage in the first go itself. The bristles are very soft, so it doesn't hurt the skin and it's a pleasure to use. As you can see, it's blending in beautifully. It's giving that even finish that's something I look for. I am even building up the coverage just on that hyperpigmentation, and it works beautifully. This foundation will give you a natural finish. And it just gives you that matte glow that Huda is so known for. And that's a foundation finish that I really love on my skin. You cannot test powders unless you have got either blush or bronzer on the skin. So we need to add a bit of color before we test the powders. I'm using the blush filter in the shade Watermelon Pop. I'm applying a few dots on each side and then I'm going to be blending that out. You can see that it's packed with pigment, but it's so easy to blend. This shade in particular is stunning because it gives you that healthy, juicy finish that complements medium and deeper skin tones really well. You can even build up the shade as much as you like. Since I'm not the biggest blush fan, this is the amount I prefer on me. And if you want that even more natural finish, you can just buff out the edges. That will not make your makeup look too heavy and too in your face. And now let's get to the fun bit. I'm talking about the Easy Bake Setting Powder Duos. The packaging feels luxe, just like all Huda Beauty products. And I love that you get 2 shades in one. Think of it as perfect for mixing, or you can even use them separately depending on the look that you are going for. So it's very customizable. So the way I'll be showing this to you is on one side I'm using Cherry Peach. I have gone ahead and mixed both the shades. You do not need to mix both products if that's not the look that you're going for, but you can use it individually. And now I'm tapping my puff into the powder. This was given by Huda Beauty in the PR box. But once you've tapped the puff into the powder, you always need to take off the excess on the back of your hand. This is key if you want your base to look smooth and not heavy. If you go in directly, you're applying too much product and that will make it look very cakey and dry. According to me, this shade gives you a soft brightening effect. It is very subtle and more for a light to medium skin tone corrector. I'm just using the clean side of my powder puff to buff out the edges to make it look more smooth. Now that we're done with Cherry Peach, we're going to be applying the shade Pink Pumpkin on the other side. I am doing the same, mixing up both shades and tapping my puff into the powder. I never forget to take off the excess on the back of my hand. I feel like this shade matches my undertone more. It's slightly warmer and peachy. I can also say right now that this will be my go-to in summer when I tan. But Cherry Peach feels perfect for winter brightening. That's usually when my skin tends to look a bit sallow. As you know about Huda Beauty, both powders are super finely milled, so you will not experience dryness or chalkiness. You can see the difference here. It does give a subtle finish, nothing too dramatic or too bold. Cherry Peach gives you a hint of brightness, while Pink Pumpkin adds soft correction and looks more seamless on my skin tone. Don't expect a dramatic finish. Expect a polished one. And this is the part that concludes my review of the Huda Beauty Easy Bake Duo Powders. Use Cherry Peach for brightening and Pink Pumpkin for soft correction. I really hope you enjoyed this video. Don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe to my channel. I'll see you in my next video. Bye-bye.